Okay, so for your flyer and your postcard, we're going to take the information from the butcher paper. You're going to draw some ideas from the butcher paper this morning into your folder, your sketch folder. And then you're going to come into this classroom, and if you want to play around with AutoDraw, here's how AutoDraw works. Click on here. Click the AutoDraw button. You can also free draw, but click the AutoDraw button because this is where all the magic happens. Let's say you want to draw a gun for your poster or your postcard. Draw it in this area. And then notice these icons that show up at the top of the screen. I don't know why it goes to certain places. Not sure what toothpaste or a bone has to do with that drawing, because what we're looking for is a gun. So I have to try it again. So I'm just drawing the pieces of a gun, and it may be that this particular application doesn't have a gun in it. Excuse me, but this is how it works. You try and draw your object, and this Google sponsored website application creates all of these images. You can then scroll up here, see if there's anything else that looks a little bit more like what you're looking for. I'm not seeing what I'm looking for, so for that particular thing, this might not be the best application. But here's how you can use it, assuming you can find something that you're looking for. Statue of Liberty, I'm not sure how they got that from there, but oh well. I'm going to take this drawing, make it larger. I'm going to change the color by rolling over this blue button and then clicking black. And then I'm going to save it by downloading it. It downloads it over here, saved it as a PNG. Here's the beauty of how this application can work. Even though it's kind of silly, I'm going to go ahead and draw another object on here. See if I can find a simple skull. So again, I'm going to save this one, download it. It's downloaded here. I'm going to select where it downloaded to, just so that I can see where to grab it from, and it saved it to the downloads folder. This looks like a vector file, but it's actually not. So when I downloaded it, it saved it as a PNG file. So I'm going to go close this now, go back here and go to the vectorization application that we have used before. I'm going to choose a file from the downloads folder. And it's probably one of the last ones. Looks like I've got a lot of stuff in my downloads folder. If you can't locate it because you have too much stuff on your computer, which you shouldn't because we've been deleting stuff as we go, you can change the view in the downloads. It's currently under icon view. I'm going to click these three lines. They'll change it to this view. And when I click Date Modified, it should come to the top. So I'm going to select that one, click Open. I'm going to change PDF to AI because I want an Adobe Illustrator file. and I'm going to trace it. Most of the time it shows up here. I'm not quite sure why it didn't. So I'm going to pause the video and find out what happened to it. So for some reason it did not auto-trace that last one. So I had to change the name of it. I also changed the location of it to the desktop. I changed it to Seahorse plus Skull, and I will open it again in here and auto-trace it. So here's the file that it just auto-traced. Just like last time when we did this, I'm going to select the Direct Selection tool, choose the white area, and then go to Select, Same, Appearance, and delete all the white stuff, which it didn't like. So I'm doing Command Z, and I'm only going to delete this background. Let's try the Exclude filter. Not sure why it's deleting stuff from here, so I'm going to cut this one out and just exclude this one. Paste this one back in, exclude this one, and then make them both white, or black, excuse me, and reduce them down to fit on my page. So if you can find images in AutoDraw to save, might have some difficulties like we did last time. I do Save As again. Here's a shortcut I may or may not have shared with you last time. I'm going to click on Desktop. It currently says Tracing 32. If I click here, even though it's grayed out, it will change the name and leave the .ai on here. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. So that's how you can get some imagery for your t-shirt into your postcard and your flyer. Two other things I want you to note on this. Go into your multimedia design folder and create a folder and call it walk 4 _ your first initial last name _ and your period number. This is where you're going to keep all of your files for this. So I've downloaded a few things already. I'm going to upload them here. I'm going to take these two things because I've downloaded these and auto-trace them. I'm also going to take the other images that are in the Downloads folder, these tracings, just in case I need them. And I'm going to save everything associated with these flyers in this folder. Now I'm going to go back here. There are two files. One's called Flyer Template. The other one's called Postcard Template. The Flyer template, is 8 by 10, and the Postcard template is 4 by 5. I'm going to download each one of these the same way we download everything. It may give you an error message here, but go ahead and download it anyway. And then open it up in Adobe Illustrator. You'll notice over here it says this flyer template is 8 by 10. What that allows us to do is that allows us to go right up to the edge of this white page with your images, and then I can place all of those into a program that will allow me to do multiple pages and print them out for our event on the 14th. I'm going to do the same thing with the postcard template. By clicking the postcard template here, go to the three dots, which are the option, open in a new window, download this file. Again, my computer automatically opens these documents. On yours, they may download to the Downloads folder or to the desktop. So again, I'm going to go and save these. File, Save As. I'm going to take off the word template here and put an underscore, first initial, last name, underscore, period number. And then save it. I'm going to save it on my desktop. And then I'm going to start adding my images. If I want to use this, I'm going to copy it from here and paste it in here. And then size it and do whatever else you need to do with it. So I'm just sizing this down and saving it in case I ever want to use a seahorse for whatever. For some reason the save feature doesn't work really well. That was the hitting Command S. So I did File, Save As instead. I will provide you with the text that goes on your postcard, but just like every other thing that you do in here, make sure to upload everything back to your Google Drive at the end of the period so that you'll have it for next time. So everything I've done, if you click on Recents, if your computer has that, it should show everything you've done recently. So I'm just going to take these and put them up on my Google Drive and have them for next time. Again, I'll provide you with the copy that goes on the flyer, but that's what we're doing. This project is due a week from today, which is Friday. Today is Friday, March 2nd. So this project will be due on the 10th. Just verify that. March 9th, this will be due. That only gives us a week. So, take care of all of that. Remember to always upload everything to your desktop, to your computer, your Google Drive. And then also, please remember to delete all of the things that you've uploaded so that you can use your things and no one else has access to your things. And that's all you need to do.